All right, hello guys. Here we are back for another guide here. And I mentioned this last time. I'm going to make sure that I bring Guardian to this hole. Have a little bit more range. It's going to make it play a little bit easier. One of the things that you want to just concentrate on is making sure that you get this ball down here far enough to, make your life a lot easier for the approach. So let's take a look here. It looks like I got one of the worst winds I could have. It's probably enough to just creep on that fairway. However, in a 13.6, kind of the worst case scenario. Yeah, 16.0 is literally the worst wind that I could have got. So this was just about as bad as I could have got. I am going to use most of my topspin here. With a 16 mile per hour, I shouldn't need to go full. So you'll probably see me back off just slightly here. So I should be able to get away with probably about here, which will help me to get my perfect ball as well. And kind of as I was mentioning, yeah, there you can see it lands plenty into this fairway, and you just kind of got to keep it out of that bunker. But, 490 is probably going to be what you should be shooting to do. And you can see even with and as I mentioned, had I got a normal wind, I could have easily done that with a Berserker ball. There's no, I brought Berserker ball. So I just wanted, 14 and a half, 15, somewhere in that neighborhood. As you can see with a 16, I was only playing, 2/3 power. So, definitely be thinking about that. And as I mentioned, especially with a POC 5, it wouldn't matter if you had a 13.8. You can still get there. So here you'll see my opponent, a POC 5 or a POC 6, whatever it was. Really doesn't matter, a POC 5, a POC 6, they're the same thing. It's just about topspin. So my opponent, maybe used full topspin, but didn't need to. Like, you don't need to be 500 yards. You just need to get kind of to the 480, 490 technically. And, we should be good to go. So at least one per ring is what I'm going to be playing here. So here you can see maybe that's about 11. I'm probably going to go maybe about a quarter power, kind of like right in here. And, let that be my landing zone. Now, you can see with what I'm going to do with my backspin, I'm going to use about 8 bars or so. And as I mentioned, just kind of gently power this up. No more than half for sure. Let's just see how this comes in. Oh, that's still too much. So I needed even less power than that. So you can see with that mega tailwind, it's really going to launch. But at the same time, when you're in there that tight, it's going to be a very, very makeable shot to begin with. So one of the reasons that you see me bring a Berserker ball is actually for a little bit more control. I feel a little bit more comfortable with a little bit smaller wind that I can actually hit that target. And there you can see I overpowered it. But something that I wanted to do, I wanted to press the bounds a little bit. So you'll probably see me do things like that on a Monday where I'll be like, okay, can I do this? Like half in that situation, can I go half power? And what happens? Similarly, you might see me do it with no power, just to see kind of how short does it actually land. And then I can go back and reflect on these videos and, give myself a very good chance to easily be able to, get the shot once the time actually comes. Now, this right here, what I want to recommend is that you guys just kind of put it right on the front of the green here. Nothing too fancy. It just really comes down to perfect ball. There shouldn't be much wind effect, if anything, up this hill like this. So it really just requires perfect ball. And it looks like I'm late again. So not going to be able to get that. But, very straightforward, should be a very easy pitch. But ideally, we're going to get that one up onto the green. But you can see my first attempt with a Guardian was just a little bit too aggressive. with that win that we had. So, good luck there, guys. With that fifth hole, you should easily be able to, with any club, be able to get up there and give yourself a very good chance at the eagle. You'll just want to study those videos to be able to, hone in on, especially towards the opening round weekend. So hopefully, you won't make a mistake come those time. That's one of the biggest reasons not to be qualifying on a Monday, is to practice that. So good luck, and see you guys next time.